to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ebro in the Morning. Rosenberg and Mike Epps. What's happening with the... He got the donkey rope on, the rope gold. Ready for the Mike Epps hip-hop party.
Good morning to some real players, man. Some international players.
Yo, now, Mike Epps, how many people did you rob for them 8-ball jackets in the back?
Hey, man, you know what? I didn't rob nobody for them, but, you know, I keep them in my arsenal, man, you know, because I gotta always reminisce, man, and get in that butter leather, man. You remember they used to call jackets butter leather?
What? Butter soft. That butter soft.
The butter soft leather?
The butter soft, man. They was getting them down on, where did y'all get them in New York, man? In the Delancey Street, they said.
Yep, Delancey Street. Yep, exactly.
Damn.
Exactly that. Now,
Yeah,
but you
man.
also, if you were able to get one, you had to figure out how to get home with one. Because if you had to get on the train with that joint, you may not make it home, my guy.
That's how it was, bro.
Yo, listen, it's shit. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you it's so greasy right now. If you see somebody in New York walking around with an 8-ball jacket on right now, do not speak to them.
Yeah, because someone got robbed for it.
Somebody got robbed and they're a killer. They'll stab somebody. If
How
they
much?
wear
How much were you paying back in the day for an 8-ball jacket? How much was that?
It was about $500.
Yeah, 8-ball jackets always been expensive.
More expensive than the triple fat goose?
I mean, you know, depend. That big long down to the floor triple fat goose, that was $1,500.
Woo! Now, Mike, what color triple fat did you have? You had a white one, didn't you? All the way to the ground.
Man, I ain't had a white, but I had that blue. I had a all blue one down to the floor. Somebody stole it I was playing ball somewhere, man. And all I remember is I went up for a layup, and when I turned around, I looked over in the corner, all my shit was gone.
Now, you know you's a real player, and you know it was a summer afternoon. I don't know if y'all remember this. When people would wear triple fat gooses in the summer with no shirt on under it, some basketball shorts to the playground. They look so musty. Different type of musty.
Yeah, who was this?
Drug dealers. Just drug dealers.
Yo, now, Mike, let's talk about what's going on in the room you're talking to us from, though. Not only do I see the 8-ball jackets, I see what looks like maybe a Dapper Dan Gucci jacket, and I also see the original Pac-Man arcade game. Tell us about this man cave you're in right now.
Hey, man, this man cave right here, man, I mean, I could give you a tour, but I got everything in here is vintage. I have original everything in here, you know, from bamboo chairs. I mean, like, I'm an 80s dude, you know what I mean? Like, vintage that. Come on, bro. This is what we grew up with, all this stuff. So I have a room.
Is
like
there
a museum.
Okay, so you have an original Huey Newton bamboo chair in there?
I do.
Huey P. Newton bamboo chair.
Let me see. Well, yeah, I want to see. Turn it around. Let's see this.
Let me see some of this stuff. All right, let me show you.
Let
me show y'all some of the.
Oh, he's a Colts fan. Y'all know that. Y'all see the rug. Oh, there it is. The Huey P. Newton joint.
Yeah, you know I got these right here. That's New York's favorite.
There you go, the Ewings.
Patrick Ewing.
I got an original Tupac. When he first rapped, his mom gave it to me.
Oh, that's hard.
Wow, bro. Keep going.
Mike Epps.
Check it out. I got the original. The original Willie Lynch letter.
Oh.
The original one.
Well, you know that was never really one, but if it's the original one, we'll take it.
Well, I'll say original because the words are still potent. You know what I mean? The
word. I mean, historians say it was made up. There was never, but still, it's still fire though. It's still fire.
Yeah, check out these right here. Check out these right here.
Hold on.
Check out. I got the Don Diva.
The Don Diva with Mayweather.
I got the Ebony with Richard Pryor.
Ooh.
Feds magazine.
Wow. Okay. Didn't expect that
You know
one.
what I'm saying? I mean, that's just a few of the things.
And take us to the clothing rack, Mike. I need to see
Yeah,
some of
let's
this
go. We gotta
clothing.
go to the clothing rack, Mike.
Look at that right there. The
Oh.
Original.
Now, Mike, is that for you? Had that on back in the day, or is that one of the new ones
I
that they
had
turned?
that, man. Most of this stuff I had, man, from back in the day. Look at that original Fat Farm shirt
Oh, in the plastic.
In the plastic.
in the plastic. Okay, the Adrock. Okay, check this out. Now I got the troop jacket.
What?
Yo, that's the Dapper Dan original joint, right?
That's
That's from the
original
LL.
right
That's
here.
the LL Cool J joint.
Yeah, that's LL Cool J. That's all the way official. right
What?
there. Yeah. And I got that. Look at that 8-ball. Woo!
Man, listen.
Slap for that.
I don't drink Brass Monkey.
Like to get funky.
Look at that
Yeah.
interior.
You know what I'm saying?
Nickname Easy
try to-
E, 8-ball.
I try to stay down. I try to stay down for my crime. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I gotta get you with that. Look at that. Look
Hold
at
on.
that. Look at that.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Look
He's
at that
going.
right there.
What do you got? Ooh.
Oh, man. Fire boombox.
I need a beat.
Wait.
Five boom box.
What brand is that? The
Shit, man, I couldn't even tell you, man. I got this from
Lasonic,
my
yo.
uncle.
The Lasonic.
Lasonic.
Yo. My uncle, a TRC 931. Yo, I used to play EPMD Strictly Business on that
What
joint.
was it?
My uncle had that. I didn't have that.
That's
I got
fire.
that fresh, that cool water cologne.
Yo, what's wrong with you, man?
Cool
Yo, Mike, what's wrong with you?
I got that Hubba Bubble. You know what I mean? That
Yo,
Hubba
he's got
Bubble.
double
wow.
bubble yum.
And just in case one of your uncles or something come down here, I got that Seagram's gin.
Now that is something I expected you to have. Now, do you got some Thunderbird down there, some Ripple?
Yeah, I ain't got no Thunderbird or Ripple, but I do got
Yo, is that
some
a Converse
black
weapon?
weapons.
I knew it.
Oh,
The Larry Bird.
The Larry Bird.
Larry Birds.
Damn, you got a clean weapon.
Yo, the Larry Bird. Yo, I hated the Celtics, but the Larry Birds were much more fire than the Magics.
Facts.
They was. They
black one was it.
man.
Wow, the man cave of Mike Epps. Yo, so Mike, does this play into your love of nostalgia, of hip hop, of vintage? Does this tie into the big hip hop party that you're putting on?
It do, man. You know what I mean? As you can see, that I have always been a fan of hip hop, man. You know, and that's one thing about hip hop is that hip hop originated in New York, but it touched people all over the world. You know, and me putting this show together was me paying my homage to the great MCs of hip hop, the gods, the history. These guys are history, man, and I feel like they don't get paid enough homage, man. I mean, to perform next to these guys was like a dream come true, man. You know what I mean? And to watch them perform, man, they was healthy, and Rakim was healthy and young, and KRS was energetic and still talking that positive. I mean, right on time. Dougie Fresh, the world's biggest entertainer, Harlem World, came through and set it off. And Greg Nice, man, just fun.
Yo, Greg Nice, man. Shout to, yo, he's the best, right?
So
He
take
is
us
the
through this.
best dude in the world, man.
Y'all
Bro,
did this
all
together?
these dudes- Yes, sir, man. We put this together, man. We
And
put
not
this together.
virtual,
Shout
or
out
it's
to my
virtual?
man TC. Shout out to my man TC in Brooklyn, man. I love you. That's my brother, big brother TC. He put it together with me with North American and my man Mark out of Chicago, man. We all came together as a team to put this together. When I called Big Daddy Kane and man, I'm like, Big Daddy Kane, man. You know what I mean? I still don't know how I got them dudes to come and do this show, but they loved my comedy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They loved my films and stuff. I'm like, man, this is incredible, man.
Well, listen, you've reached that status yourself where these other legends are like, of course they're going to come out for a fellow legend, which I know is probably weird for you, but that's how they view
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, because I don't look at myself like that. I'm always looking at the business and looking at people in the business from still a fan, man. I can't get that out of my head, man. I'm still a fan of the business and people in the business. I had to pinch myself and like, Mike, you in the game with him. Calm down.
Yo, man, thank you for bringing that. So now, how do we all watch this Mike Epps Hip Hop Party?
You log on to hiphoplegends.com, and that's tomorrow night. You log in. I don't know the pay system. You know what I mean? But you're gonna have to pay some kind of way.
But it's probably you said hip hop. What is it? One more time. Give it to me.
It's called the hiphoplegends.com.
The hiphoplegends.com. I'm help Mike out real quick. The hiphoplegends.com.
Yeah, hiphoplegends.com.
And so you go to that website. You log in.
And
it asks you. Yeah. Okay. So it gives you all the info.
Yeah, and then you go through the pay system where it's PayPal or whatever you do it, Cash App, and then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna watch the show. You and your friend, man, they got people coming together, man, buying drinks and everything. And you're gonna
awesome.
sit there and watch the show.
And you're talking about Dougie Fresh, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Greg Nice, Mike Epps,
KRS-One.
What?
Wow.
Man,
That's
it don't
fire.
get no harder than that. And man, for all the New Yorkers out there, man, come on, man. These is your mans right here. These
That's
is
a
all
fact.
the these original OGs right here. If it wasn't for these dudes right here, it wouldn't be none of us.
So hiphoplegends.com. You get right to the page. Mike Epps Hip Hop Party. Boom. Get tickets. It's a streaming concert. It premieres October 9th.
That's tomorrow to you and me.
Yep, it's $12.99. Boom, you make a one-time purchase.
Boom.
Boom, it asks you to create a little account and you complete the order.
Well, that's easy.
Man, it is.
I mean, with everything everybody doing digitally right now, it shouldn't be no big deal, man.
No, man, you log in simple, man, and pay your $12. You can have your friends, your family, but you're gonna be sitting there. When you see this show, it's gonna blow your mind because it's gonna feel like you really at the concert. And these guys really perform like they was at the concert. To watch Big Daddy Kane come out and do Raw and dance still like he was a teenager and Rakim with that flow and that smooth and Dougie Fresh. Oh man, come on. He the glue. And then KRS-One, man, if he ain't on time.
Yo, and don't ask for a discount code because Mike ain't got one. It does have a space. It does have a space for one.
But he's not going to give one to you.
I paid my $12.99. My order's complete. And you create an account, so boom, you're in. And then when it's time to watch it, you just watch it, just like that.
Yep.
You're all set,
in, man. You in. Shout out to all the guys out there in New York City, man. All the rap guys. Shout out to Ice-T, my man, Mick Benzo, you know what I mean? Cliff Love, man.
And for the real old heads, look, they got something else up here. I can watch this with my auntie, Soul at Home, featuring the dramatics, the stylistics, and the blue notes on demand. You get that in here right now.
That's fire.
Woo. See what I'm saying? And look here, you gonna fall asleep on that there.
On that there.
Now, Mike, do you remember who the first legendary rapper you ever met, like when you were coming up in comedy and starting to get it going? Do you remember the first artist you met?
Man, believe it or not, I've seen so many artists before I got in the biz. Like I seen Tupac in the bathroom of a comedy club when I first started, called the Comedy Act Theater. And believe it or not, I mean, I know a lot of people don't believe this, but you know how things can happen and you don't, you know what I'm saying? He was going in the bathroom to use the restroom. I was walking out with me and this dude named Black Boy, a comedian. We walking out of the bathroom and I seen him. And that was just after he had just shot the cops. And I seen him and I said, boy, you did that. And I am not lying. He said that in a song. I'm not lying. He said somebody looked at me and told me I did that. I'm telling you, I said that to him. I met Biggie at Chaz and Wilson's.
What's
They had
Chaz
a
and Wilson?
club.
Yeah, what is that?
It was a club on the east side, up there off of. It was between Amsterdam. It was like off of Amsterdam
In New
back
York?
in the day. Yeah.
Oh, so that's the west side then.
Yeah, that's on the west
That's
side.
the west side. Yeah, Chaz and Wilson's. I seen, and he had that leather shirt on with the B on it.
What?
And I said, man, I love your work. And he said, thanks, dude. And I met, man, I don't forget none of this, man. You hear me? I seen Jay-Z at Latin Quarters back in the 90s, standing there with a polo shirt on, sipping a drink with his hat on, about to go on the stage. I swear to you. This was in the night. This is early night. This is 91, 92. This when I first moved to New York. I didn't know nobody, but I was just like a Xerox machine. I seen everything. I didn't say nothing to nobody, but man, I seen everything. It was beautiful.
How long did you live here at that time?
Y'all, 10 years.
Wow. So it was home.
I lived in New York for 10 years, and I didn't have no money, so I lived in every borough except Staten Island.
That's what everyone always says. It's always except Staten Island.
Nobody's going to Staten Island.
I didn't go to Long Island either. I didn't live in
Nope,
Long
nobody
Island
going there either unless you have to.
Yeah. I didn't live in them boroughs, but
Anything with an
I
island on
New
it,
York so
Rikers
much.
Island, Long Island, Staten Island, anything with an island, stay out.
Stay out of the island.
Even City Island on
respect New
Sunday
York
after
so
a certain
much.
time, stay out of there too.
Yeah, straight up. Stay out of the island.
Yo, Mike, I did an interview for Complex a few months ago with Kevin Hart, and he was talking about his fantasy to put together a big movie with all the big black important comics that exist, and he mentioned you as someone he would want to be a part of it, regardless of your
Right.
guys' history. Did you hear about that? I thought it was a nice thing to hear from Kevin.
Yeah, I heard about that. You know what I mean? And that would actually be cool, man. You know what I mean? With all the stuff going on right now, with all the racism and stuff, it would be good to see a bunch of brothers come together and do something for the fans, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Harlem Nights 2021 type Harlem Nights.
Oh,
Oh man, me, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Tracy Morgan.
woo.
Oh, come on, man.
Even and Eddie Murphy back outside. He'll probably show
Yeah.
up too. Chris
Hey,
Rock.
he might show up. Chris Rock. I mean, come on, man. I mean, irregardless to our whatever goes on in the bickering business, but we still brothers, and we still out here for the fans. We still got a common denominator, and that's we all comics, man. You know what I mean? We all make people laugh.
I'd love to see that. That would be dope to see.
On the acting thing for you, what you got in the can right now? Because I know, obviously COVID-19 has slowed down a lot of filming, a lot of work has been slow. Is it starting to warm back up for you? What were you working on that's not quite done, or what may be coming out once things get normalized a little bit more next year?
Well, I was working on a show on Netflix with Wanda Sykes. Big shout out to Wanda Sykes out there.
She's awesome.
Called The Upshaws on Netflix, and we shot 5 episodes, and COVID-19 came, shut us down, but now we back like never before. We back. I'll go to work Monday. You know what I mean? I'm going back to work Monday, man. With a whole lot of rules and regulations, but I'm shooting that, and I got while all of this was happening, I was setting up. Like I got my next special that I'm about to start working on, to start doing, trying to figure out what city to do it in, and a gang of films that I'm trying to do. I got a TV show called Unsuccessful Thug that I turned from my book. I turned my book into a television show and sold it to Charter. So I'm going to be produced. I'm going to have a producer's hat on that, and casting some young kid out there, man, that's going to be something,
What's the update with the Richard Pryor movie?
Just about to ask that.
You know what, the Richard Pryor movie, it didn't happen, man. For whatever reason, his wife his family or whatever, they couldn't get it together, man. It
Got
was always a legal issue. They was always fighting over the rights, and I got caught up in it. And some of them didn't like me, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up now. I'm just an actor. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean?
Damn.
I'm not really Richard Pryor. I just wanted to play him in the movie. Y'all ain't got to be mad at me.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not really him.
No, I'm not really him, man. I ain't in the family. I ain't nothing. I'm just an actor for hire. So it just didn't happen, man. And, you know, I don't question it. God might have been saving me from something. You never know.
Well, I do think that you should shave the rest of your goatee off and grow that mustache anyway, just cause.
Yeah,
grow that OJ's joint, the OJ's joint. Grow that joint. Or was that the Whispers? No, the Whispers had the mustache, right?
Yeah,
The Whispers.
Hey, man, you know what? The Whispers sung in my wedding, man.
Really?
Shout out to
Really?
The Whispers. Yeah, they came, sung in my wedding. And my mom was there, man. My wife, that's my wife's favorite group, the Whispers. And she's a young woman, you know. She's 30 years old. So the Whispers, I'm like, dang, you like the Whispers? And one of them, I caught one of them trying to whisper to my mama, you know, one of them. I said, boy, if you don't get your lips out my mother's ear, boy.
That's what they use those big mustaches for. They tickle the ear hole.
It feel good on your ear when they up on you. Big Chili Willy mustache.
I mean, COVID's killing them right now. They can't close talk anyone.
Yeah, no, they ain't whispering to nobody. Yo, Mike Epps, man, the Mike Epps Hip Hop Party. Go to hiphoplegends.com. I'm right on the site right now. You can register right now and get your ticket right now. It goes down tomorrow. Brought to you by North American Entertainment Group. The hiphoplegends.com. Go ahead, check it out. Mike Epps putting this together with some other great people, and it's Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. Who else?
KRS-One, Dougie Fresh, and the Greg Nice.
Whoa.
You know.
Good stuff.
That's a good show.
That's a great show, man. And shout out to Swiss Beats and Timberland on that Verzuz. That's been so entertaining, man. I've been really being entertained by it, man. I mean, some of the greatest things came out of that. And,
Verzuz saved us all, man.
Huh?
I said that Verzuz saved us all with the entertainment. Like, even before it was like, you know, they it's definitely grown. They done got the Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. But I was in there when it was, what was them early ones, Rosenberg? We go in there and the Wi-Fi would be all fucked up on the IG Live.
Oh, yeah, the Luda Nelly Wi-Fi was insane.
The early ones was rough, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was rough. But
Yo, would you ever do a comic versus? Would you ever do a comedy one?
I would love to. I tried to figure that out, but I don't know how you could pull that off because it's not music. You know, you would literally be going for movie hit for more movie hit or best saying for best saying. I mean, you know. I mean,
you'd have to almost do a routine. You'd have to almost do 10 minutes back and forth or something like that.
Yeah, it ain't. It's a different game.
Mike Epps, man, we love you, brother. Keep going.
I love you, Ebro. I appreciate you, Rosenberg, man. Y'all got the best show in the world, man. Best show in the world.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
sir.
Mike. Appreciate
Keep
you,
going.
bro.
We'll see you soon.